Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks.
He's tried one! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
They've played it short.
He's in a great position here. Now this could be...
He's had a shot! He's delivered all right!
He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. It is a super start. So far, so very good.
Kane goes on a charge down the left.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Caicedo.
Kane. He's gone for goal.
Oh, the ball's come loose here.
And the shot!
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
Oh, can he get onto this? The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
And it's Jimenez. Out towards the flank. Kane.
The ball is loose, and the chase is on.
And there's the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Goes without saying, that was poor.
Son Heung-min.
Akanji. Mikel Oyarzabal.
And it's Kane. First quarter of an hour gone.
It's a really well-measured ball.
Can he finish? Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Son Heung-min clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there. Milan really can't go chase.
Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Son Heung-min. Valverde. Gaetano. Now it's Messi. Over to the left, and it's Kane. And he's let fly!
And no one is overly concerned about that.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
Now, can they get him away? Thinks about the shot.
And they're quick to get it back.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Nice bit of trickery, just eases him off the ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Ah, he's given it away. Oh, and he's had a shot!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Now it's Son Heung-min. And here's Messi. And Messi!
And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Messi probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter. OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Mina. Son Heung-min. Mina. And Gaetano. Not the most accurate pass. Kamavinga! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Gaetano. Caicedo. And it's Jimenez. Played out to the left flank. He's going for goal! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And the action is back on the way.
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Mina. Gaetano. Great defending, strong and determined. Looking for the run. And this is Messi. And Messi! Looking to play him in. No, he's just misjudged that one. Well, there's the clearance. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And he was quick to react. Can he get it through? Jimenez. Looking for a runner. Messi here. Messi! No mistake! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Milan grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Milan really will be annoyed. They failed to make anything of their lead, and it's so typical that this happens.
Can he get onto this? And it's Jimenez. And this is Kane. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Gaetano. Zé Pedro.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 28.599 spettatori.
Oyarzábal gets across to intercept that. Son Heung-min. Valverde. Son Heung-min. Caicedo is in the top 10 when it comes to assists this season. Zé Pedro. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And Messi! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Tries to pass it through. And he's managed to get free. Valverde did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least the message was received.
That has been cut short. Knocks it into space. Pass somewhat off target. It's a good foot in there. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 10. Lascia il campo per il numero 90.
Folorunsho. And it's Folorunsho. 75 minutes played. Nice defending, it's got the job done. And no, that was never going to make it. And he's intervened well there. In with the challenge. That's an imaginative pass. Camavinga. Good driving run. Messi. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Milan really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Now it's Messi. He might be in here. Messi.
Messi really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Shot, surely!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is
He's having a shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 8.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Messi. Real chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Cleared without hesitation.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Nicely shaped ball, and nicely intercepted. Foloruncho.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Camavinga. Plenty to aim. Camavinga! So nearly the total turnaround. They simply ran out of time. It has ended all square.
So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in.
Messi picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history.
And as you can see, we've already started here. Big header! It's in!
Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Keane is amongst the league's top 5 scorers. They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that silenced the crowd, Peter. Item 1 on the to-do list. Done.
And he's managed to get free.
It's Kane!
It's loose now and they want to get it back.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Kane, chance! Decent enough try.
Fagioli.
Over to the left. Now it's Solomon. Jimenez.
That is ended up in no man's land.
He's got away.
Jimenez. Tries to pass it through.
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Engages and forces him off the ball.
Some good work on the right flank here.
Now, can they get him away?
Takes aim and crosses. Punched away. Love, can he finish? Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That has been knocked clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Kamavinga. Nicely spread. Son Heung-min. Aimed in towards the centre. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Kamavinga. And it's Robertson.
Oh, that's well spotted.
Harrison. Valverde spots it and intercepts. And it's Son Heung-min.
Nice bit of trickery. Son Heung-min has a look up from the right-hand side, seeking out options. Oh, it's played into the area. And it's hoisted clear.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Valverde has it in a wide position. Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Harrison.
Stood up well to him there. Nicely weighted ball.
Aimed beyond the defence.
Oh, that's clever.
Fagioli.
Can he get it through?
And he was quick to react. Pongracic. Fagioli.
Ci sarà un
No,
minuto di
that is
recupero.
pretty much the end of that.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And the second half gets underway.
Milan can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Harrison.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Played out towards the right wing.
Solomon.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that's really well manoeuvred.
Solomon.
That's a cute ball. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, such a clever touch. Messi! He's gone looking for safety. Oh, that's nice. And it's Kane. Still chasing the game, trailing. And he's had a hit! Looking for options for movement. Kane. Camavinga.
And he's taking no chances there.
Milan really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And this is Kane. It's Kane! Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal.
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Caicedo.
And it's Kane. Looking to play him in. He's in space and looking for options. Fired deep towards the back post.
And that should get the job done. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way.
Looking for the run.
And it's been played through. And that has earned
A reprieve for the time being.
Header comes in!
Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Out to the left it goes.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
That's a throw.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Just about up to 75 minutes. And here's Solomon.
And no, that was never going to make it.
Pongracic promptly onto that,
And that is that.
now that looks a decent ball.
Messi.
Here's onto this. Messi! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
And claimed it back swiftly.
Fagioli.
In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. And he welcomes it in. And the flag has stayed down. And Messi!
That is decidedly lacking.
Knocks it into space. He has found the way through. Messi!
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
5 minutes left on the clock. Strong running down that left flank. Plays a sharp little ball here. There's the delivery. Keeper has taken decisive action.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side,
Dogged defence on the other. Tries to play it through.
Now it's Messi.
And the finish! Fagioli. Oyarzabal makes the interception. That's that, the end. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square.
Your reflections then, Jim?
It was a very good game, played in the right spirit with a...
A warm welcome to all of you on this utterly glorious day. Positive vibes all around us, nigh on perfect conditions. There is a thrilling football match in prospect here, and we will be getting underway very shortly.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter, certainly the way he's been playing.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, this guy, Donnarumma, really is a generational talent, Peter. I suppose you have to be good if you're a goalkeeper and your name's Gianluigi. He really has inherited the mantle from his namesake. There might be room for improvement with his kicking, but otherwise he is nigh on perfect.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him.
Oh, easy pickings there. And they can counter here. Oh, that's fabulous. That is good strength. And he's certainly onside here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Valverde. Cross to the back post. That's a decent clearance. Tries a shot!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Neither side yet able to find the net. Kane. Swept in. Well, that pass isn't the best. He's shifting through the gears here.
And it's Caicedo.
He's tried one! Oh, it's come loose. It's Kane! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Tries to play it through.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Ramon makes the interception. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to...
He's having a go! Magnificent! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! The breakthrough strike! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling...
Messi! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
And we have our very first corner. Paz is there to clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Son Heung-min. Ramon.
Milan really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
That is ended up in no man's land. Applies the finish! Oh, what has happened here? Fired deep towards the back post. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And he's managed to get free. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Paz in acres of space out wide.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
And he was quick to react. Baturina is on to... And that'll be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Some first half thoughts?
Milan really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Milan are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. And the second half gets underway.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Oh, that's a key interception. Kempf. Driving forward. Oh, lob takes a shot! Paz. Robertson herring after the ball here. It's played through for him. And the shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! He's got a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Son Heung-min is right up in the top 10 scorers in the league. So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Now it's Baturina. Son Heung-min. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Jimenez has assisted more league goals than anyone else this season. Son Heung-min. Deep cross. And it's claimed by the keeper. Some front-footed pressing going on here. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And this is Messi. Messi shapes to shoot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
A case now of complete control.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Milan have hit a quick-fire double here. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and they've got to be...
Good chance here! And how did he not make it 4?
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. And he's on his way! He's had a shot! He's scored! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
He's looking unstoppable! And this is Messi. Decent chance! Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Now he's got space here. Now he's off and running. And that's another good win of the ball. Looking for a runner. And this is Messi. Oh, he's burst. And Messi! Oh, wonderful, wonderful Lionel Messi! About as smooth as it gets. Pomp panache and passion. This, a man full of it all.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable.
Great chance! Oh, he really got hold of that.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
And he's been shifted off it.
Looking for options for movement. Can he finish? It's in! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
He's got 4. That is remarkable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Deftly away. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. He's being urged to shoot. Oh, shooting chance! And he hits the net! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Kempf. Could be danger here. Here, he's one-on-one, and he shoots! They've done it! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And now he has 2. Kempf. 5 minutes to add. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Nicely weighted ball. Knocks it into space. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was a tale of 2 very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Messi, very much the hero in this game. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack.
And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Red and black wherever you can! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Delibashiru. Jimenez. That's a shade optimistic. Taylor. And it's Maldini. Camavinga does well to get it back. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Delibashiru. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Shot, surely! Goal! Lazio! There is the breakthrough! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
So, a breakthrough already. Mikel Oyarzabal. And Robertson. Now, he's got space here. And that's cause for mild irritation. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Taylor.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And he's managed to get free. And that's a danger. And the shot! And that has fair fizzed. They've played it short. And he's gone backward here. Milan are looking to go forward now. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now this could be a chance. Tavares is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Pinches it off him. Jimenez. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Here's a shot. Big chance! Oh, it's come loose. And he's heaved it away. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that's a throw. Half an hour played now.
Lazio clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Son Heung-min is right up in the top 10 scorers in the league. Caicedo. Robertson. Nicely weighted ball. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace. Milan truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Lazio finding their passes. There's no flag! Yeah, they've got that defending done well between them. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Tavares.
Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward.
Spread it left.
Kane.
Marusic. And Delibashiru. Cataldi.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
That gets things going for the second half.
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Jimenez. Cataldi.
He's in the top 10 when it comes to assists this season. Jimenez knocks it out wide. Defending was strong and firm.
Delibashiru. And it's Marusic.
Isaacson. There will be a throw-in.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Oh, no joy this time.
Robertson.
That's Kane. And it's Caicedo.
And this is Messi.
Messi.
Unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Now it's Maldini. Camavinga.
Kane. Milan still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. He's gone for goal!
The ball has bounced loose now.
And here's Valverde.
And that's gone loose.
Aimed in towards the centre.
And he's cut it out. And he's taking no chances there.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Delibashiru.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
He can run onto that. Look at the space here, and the shot!
Delibashiru.
Isaacson. Robertson wins the duel this time. Searching pass he's played there. Cleared without hesitation. Isaacson.
That's Taylor.
Noslin. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now, can they get him away? Played out to the right.
And he was quick to react.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Just about up to 75 minutes.
Caicedo.
It's a good ball out wide.
Taylor.
Valverde gets a foot in here. Delibashiru. And Noslin. He's found a way through. And it's made its way to him. Ah, such a clever touch. Robertson gets it away. And it's been taken short. Now it's Malti. Chance for a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this?
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And it's Kane. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Nuno Tavares. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Marusic. Delibashiru. Now it's Maldini. Now it's Maldini. Noslin.
Lazio can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
That's good running with the ball. And this is Messi. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to get. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So it's a quick trip back to the drawing board, and looking at the manager's face, his plan clearly failed to materialise as he intended. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and
So here we go, yet another page in this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. Oh, what has happened here? Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
well, Peter, this guy, Giorgio Scalvini, is a very formidable defender because he's so powerfully built. He's got great technique too, he's very calm and patient in his whole approach. There's no rashness to his game, nothing is left to chance.
Takes a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Milan definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on...
Goes for a shot! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Atalanta finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Caicedo. Now it's Messi. Just about within shooting range. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Now it's Messi. That shoots! Duron is there to clear. And he's had it nicked away. Mikel Oyarzabal. And it's Camavinga. For Valverde. And it's Son Heung-min. Wriggles his way through. Played in by Son Heung-min. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. And here's Messi. And this is Son Heung, and the shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they need to be thinking... And a chance! Brilliant from Valverde! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this up?
Shot a goal! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
A case now of complete control.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Costa. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Robertson picks it up out wide. Milan have hit a quick-fire double here. Costa. Duron. He's shifting through the gears here. He's picked his way through. Costa stood his ground strongly. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. They've played it short. This looks promising. Here comes the... Oh, what a climb! It's in! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So is this the start of a comeback? He is just caressing the ball.
Nicely aimed pass. Kane. That'll be a throw-in.
He's having a go! He has kept it out! What great reactions!
Good reason for optimism here. And it's been taken short. There's the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get it? This time, surely! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
De Roon. Oh, it's come loose. And this is Messi.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Played into space. Brilliantly cut out. De Roon. Costa. Oyarzabal going full steam ahead down the left flank. Oh, no joy this time. And the first half is done.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Aims beyond the defence. Now it's Kane.
Costa.
City. Ambitious ball here. Well, that's well seen too.
Costa.
Pressure coming in from all directions. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Son Heung-min receives it in a wide position. That's very neat. Swings it across. Cleared away. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Kane, and this is Kane. Zalewski, who does have an assist to his name. That's rather hopeful. De Roon. Tries from distance. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, shooting chance! That was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 3 coming up. Son Heung-min goes short. And the finish! Just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
City. will be a throw-in. Looking for a runner. Jim City cuts out the pass. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never...
Chance! Milan get their fourth corner. Son Heung-min plays it short. And the shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Jim City. And it's De Roon. And Scalvini. Oh, he's burst through. Kane! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Jim City, De Roon. De Roon has found the net here, of course. Tries from a long way out, and it's hit the woodwork and out. Zalewski. He's a sharp little ball here. Scalvini. De Roon. Well read, nice interception. Zalewski. Valverde. Good, strong midfield running here. Incoming delivery. Son Heung-min gets into a good position. Son Heung-min with the cross. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Messi. That's a cute ball. Can he find the finish? Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite at the same level.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 8.
Jim City.
Il numero 23.
And Messi! And it's in! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. An act of charity gratefully received.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Milan blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. And this is Messi. He's through with Messi! Great football, shot and save.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Son Heung-min goes short. There's the shot! No mistake! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
It's become a case of men against boys. 5 minutes to add. Looking for options for movement. Belanova. Valverde cuts it out. That has not gone well. And Messi! And that's wide. City. And it's Daron. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Messi collecting the match ball, and it is his. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means.
Welcome one and all. We have perfect blue skies and quite a contest ahead of us. This really is a feel-good football match. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. And as you can see, we've already started here. Real chance! And for a moment, time stood still. Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Son Heung-min goes short, and he's there to get it away. Throw it. It's a good run down the right. Oh, that's delightful. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Son Heung-min. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Can he finish? It's Kane! That's really well cleared. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Valverde. Valverde with the cross. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
And he cuts out the supply.
Messi really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it, because The support was arriving quickly.
Still goalless at the moment. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Engages and forces him off the ball. Great vision. And it's made its way to him. And this is Messi. Messi! And he has kept it out somehow.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
It's their second corner of the game. Son Heung-min with the short one. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Kane. Kane. Kane with the delivery. Header! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Great ball if he can get there. And Messi! Messi! Genius! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And Milan have the lead. So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Milan have taken the lead.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter.
Messi! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And that really is so impressive. So that's two now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And he's had it nicked away. Milan have scored two quick goals here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Jimenez has a look up from the right-hand side, seeking out options. Now he's off and running. Oh, that's a key interception. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Looking for a run-up. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That's an imaginative pass. That has been knocked clear. So, third corner of the game. And that has been cleared. Parma are looking to go forward now. He's beaten the last man. In with the challenge. Camavinga did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's found a way through. And this is Messi. And he's on. And Messi! Hits off target and by quite a way.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Can he get on the end of this? No, that's been intercepted. And the half-time whistle goes. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Milan are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far.
Here we go again.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Akanji wins the duel this time.
Son Heung-min.
Oh, what has happened here?
And he's straight offside.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
That is good strength.
Just eases him off the ball.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Kane. Now it's Messi. Played out towards the right wing.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And the shot!
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Messi being hunted in packs.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its errors now.
He's having a hit! Oh, that was venomous!
Milan are 2 up early in the second half. Oh, it's a great ball here. Just about up to the hour now. Good ball, good take. Delicate ball. Climbs up.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
That's a lovely, neat pass.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Valverde. Now that looks a decent ball.
He's had a shot! No, he's missed it.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Cambio di giocatori.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
It's a searching pass, and this is Messi.
Son Heung-min.
It's out for a goal kick. Now he's got space here. It's a pretty loose pass.
Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Goes for goal! He's got away with one there. Just about up to 75 minutes. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Foot in. Driving on and making good progress.
And he's intervened well there.
Nicely shaped ball. Oh, that's well spotted. He's gone for goal. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Strong running down that left flank.
He is just caressing the ball. Caicedo's cross.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he's hit the bar!
And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Parma are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Applies the finish! Robertson does well to get it back. It's a good run down the left-hand side.
Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Kane with the delivery.
That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Fired deep towards the back post. Now it's Kane.
And that is as far as it goes.
Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. Messi taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Milan definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
Well, thanks for your company, Jim, and a very good day to you.